What's up guys, and welcome back to the channel. Today we're going to be reacting to the second episode of One Direct Priority. This one's titled The Terms of Friendship. And oh boy, this show. This was quite the start last week. Absolutely beautiful to look at. Absolutely beautiful. And a very weird, creepy, and engaging idea so far. And this is going to be quite the journey. And I think it's fair to say that until the final episode hits, we can't truly know exactly what this show is going for. But I think we can start making some educated guesses based on that first episode. So Ai is who has found the Wonder Egg thanks to Aka Nuraka, who I do not trust in the slightest. I don't trust them as far as I can throw a Wonder Egg. Like, really. They seem to be making quite the assumptive promise to Ai, based on Koito. So Koito tried making friends with Ai, and because she associated with Ai, and I was already being bullied for heterochromia, Koito ended up being bullied and was eventually driven to suicide. Now, they haven't expanded too much upon Koito's side of the bullying, so there might be a little more to it than just she was bullied for association with Ai, which seems very likely. Like, if you become friends with the kid that's being bullied, you'll get bullied by extension. That's kind of what happens with bullies, and honestly, bullying for heterochromia that's a bit much. Like, why would you bully someone for that? Like, heterochromia is kind of like a cool effect. It's kind of one of those interesting things about biology that is like, that can actually happen. That's kind of cool. At least that's my viewpoint on it. It's like, but kids, especially teenagers, you can be bullied for anything. You can be bullied for walking slightly slower than you should. Like, that's how petty bullying can get when you're at that age. And again, at that age, it feels like the worst thing in the world. When, like, in retrospect, once you come out the other end, you're like, why the hell was I so worked up about that? Like, what? But in the moment, it is incredibly, incredibly painful to go through. So Ai is very much conscious of that fact that Koito committed suicide for it. She feels like it's her responsibility for not acting and not helping her and just ignoring it almost. She feels kind of responsible for it. And now, through these Wonder Eggs, she thinks she has a way of getting her friend back. Because by saving that one person, what was her name? Is she listed here? Was it Kurumi? I think it was Kurumi that we saved in that dream reality mixing world. I'm not quite sure what it really is. But by saving her, we seem to be making amends for Koito. But again, I do not believe they're going to bring Koito back to life and just be like, oh yeah, you've done all this, you can have your friend back. I don't know if they have that power necessarily, or if the story is going to initially end on such a happy note. It's like, I don't know if that's the message the show wants to go for. And then also, during the episode, we had the See No Evils. I think the reason we use See No Evils there, because, what's the saying? I forget which order it is, but it's, hear no evil, see no evil, speak no evil. I'm in whatever order it is. I don't actually remember the actual order. I know here in the West that usually means to turn a blind eye to any misgivings and, like, make yourself devoid of any responsibility for it. It's like, oh, I can see that, for example, my friend Koito is being bullied, but I didn't see it, nothing to do with me, and just backing out of it entirely and absolving yourself any responsibility for it. I think that might have been the reason why they use See No Evils. I think in Japan, since this was a phrase that kind of originated from Japan, I believe, 17th century Japan, something like that, with like actual carvings of the monkeys that were covering the eyes, the mouth, and the ears. I think it had a different meaning than what the Western meaning has now become, but I don't know if this show is just using the Western meaning because that's now become more mainstream and popular, or if they're using the original meaning of the See No Evils. But I think using See No Evils in that context was very much intentional for Ai and Koito's part of Ai's what's the word I'm looking for here? Part of Ai's regrets about what happened to Koito. I think using Senior Evils there was very much intentional. Now, whether every single Wonder Egg we go through, because apparently we can get a lot of them, is going to have that same link between Ai and Koito, or if they're going to be completely different, remains to be seen, but it set up a really, really interesting atmosphere in that first episode, and we are now meeting our next character, who is also in the process of getting a lot of Wonder Eggs, like a lot of them, in order to, I assume, save someone else, or at least is assumed to be trying to save someone else. I guess we'll meet that character now and find out exactly what's going on. So, let's get the episode up here. As per usual, these are time-based format reactions here on YouTube. If you want to see the full picture-in-picture version, you can go to my Patreon, which is in the description. £4 a month gets you access to all the picture-in-picture shows I do, which is every show this season, including some Patreon-requested shows. But here on YouTube, we have to do time-based format for copyright, so you'll see a timer at the bottom left. I'll count you down 3, 2, 1, play. Then I'll play, you start the episode, I start the episode, and we'll be in sync. We are watching this one on Funimation. This is who's licensed it here in the UK this season. We have the Aniplex logo and then the Funimation logo, so about 12 seconds of logos, give or take. That should help you sync up. I think it's more like 11, isn't it? Wait, is it 11 or 12? No, it's 12. It's 11 if it's Katakara, I believe. So, and you can also use screen flash on my face on mic to tell when to see the transitioning. That should help you sync up as well. And with all that said, it's a bit of a lengthy intro, but this show's very interesting. Let's get into episode 2, shall we? In 3, 2, 1, play. There's Aniplex. Information. Cheers. Right, this is the new girl, I think. Yeah, this is definitely the one we met. Mm-hmm. Trying to talk, but absolutely getting nothing back. Uh-huh. I assume this is after she's already gone and got her eggs. Bringing them up now. Trying literally everything to get a response out of her. Oh, there we go. Why are you talking to me? Why are you following me? Either of them? Who are you fighting for? Okay. Hmm. 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 Uh-huh. Okay. Oh. Wonder Egg priority. Is this the OP? I think it's the OP. Huh, that was an interesting little start to it. A lot of live action pictures here as well. Okay. This new girl we just met. Another new girl. New girl, boy? Ambiguous, that one. I really like this intro song for this show. Oh, it just fits the mood so well. Ooh, creepy. Anyway, who's this? Hmm. Oh, I guess inquiring about. Yeah. Okay. Okay. Just wants nothing to do with her. Okay. Okay. First thing she does is misuse it, guarantee. Hmm. And it fell. Oh boy. Oh boy. Who's it gonna be? Hiding behind the door. Okay. Okay. Oh, it's the See No Evils again. Okay. It's the same ones. Whoa. Okay. Just running through them all. Somehow got away with that. What's her outfit? Is that a is that a baton she has, or what is she holding? There's the door. Okay. What is she carrying? Oh, is it one of those ribbon twirling? I forget what the actual name is. Hmm. Hmm. Gymnastics club. Okay. I bet. Hmm. Uh huh. That's every day for me. Every day for me. Mm. Oh, Akka? Or Akka, I should say. The Wonder Killer? Sure. That's not enough. Good point. Form of an egg's trauma. Is it going to be coach? It's going to be her coach, isn't it? Or an exaggerated form of the coach, probably. Yep, it's going to be the coach. Creepy. Yes. Oh. Oh. Creepy. Ooh, what is this design? Hmm. Sure. Hmm. Hmm. Okay. Did she not do the video? Or not film it properly? Hmm. Hmm. I guess the sense of surprise. That went about as expected. Yeah, it's a ribbon thing. I forget what they're called. Hmm. Mm, this music. Oh, you would be relevant eventually. Oh, okay. Lovely. Sure. Okay. I'm sure you do. Oof. Lovely. Mm-hmm. Yeah. Oh, it's her again. Hmm. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Huh. Hmm. Hmm. No, she's alive still. Just. Hmm. No shit, you don't go there for anything else. Alright, ED time. The other characters we still yet to meet. God, I'm really liking this show. I'm really liking it. The vibe, the art, the characters starting to grow already. I still don't trust Aka and Uraraka at all. I don't trust them. Alright. Next time, a bare knife. Mmm. Mmm. Ominous. Oh, I'm loving this show. Absolutely loving this show. It's also technically one of the shortest this season because it's 23 minutes full episode length. Take out the intro logos and the opening ED, and you're below 20 minutes at that point. So yeah, this is one of the shorter shows of the season, but my god, does it look good! Yeah. Okay. So we've got Ai trying to save her friends, Neru trying to save her sister, and then we've got 2 more characters to meet in the future. Of course, we've got I assume, doctor-type character trying to figure out why the hell I was doctor or police or someone investigating why I turned up with stab wound. Oh, it could be a school teacher, actually. That's also a possibility. If they suspect it might have happened at school, I suppose that could have happened. Yeah, this show is very much touching on some darker themes, which is nice. They're doing it with a level of respect. They're not trying to make cheap jokes out of anything, really. It's such good atmosphere. And I still think there is going to be a horrible, horrible twist right at the end. Or towards the end. But right now, these characters are getting hopeful. Ai is building up. Neru will be building up. They'll be talking with each other a lot more. I wonder if that might not be the overall message. Is like, don't get, like, the past has happened. You can't get that back, but you can start anew and make up for the mistakes of the past. In essence, I'm not very good at wording this sort of thing, but I think it's going to be more focused on, like, yes, doing things to reverse the past. Might seem like the way you want to do it, but realistically, that's not going to happen. I'm still 100% convinced in my own mind that there's no way Koito comes back. There's no way she just comes back after being saved by the Wonder Eggs. I don't see Aka and Uraka in that way, as being like, oh, these also generous beings that are allowing you to do that. I don't see them as that type of character. Maybe that's just me being very mistrustful of characters like that, but I almost think of them like almost like a Koibe type character. In that essence, it's like, yes, it makes sense, but there's an ulterior motive at heart as to the reason why it is done, and I kind of suspect that with them, but I guess we'll see. I wonder if we're going to be dealing with the Xeno Evils every single time, but we have to also defeat what's they call them, the Wonder Killers? Was that their name for the coach that time? But yeah, it makes a good point. What's the use in running away from everything? You gotta stand and fight sometimes. Like, yeah, that's perfect. You can't just run away from all your problems. Eventually, they will catch up to you. God, the atmosphere and feeling of the show is very, very, very well done. Like, really, really well done. And I feel like this is something that I think Other Side Picnic wanted to do, but is just not hitting anywhere near the level. Whether that be through visuals or through base material, I don't know. But yeah, this is absolutely unique this season, I think. Unique in possibly unique in any show I've watched this year. In the past year of doing reactions. Because this is season number 5 I've been doing of this, and I don't think there's another show I could say, yes, this is like XYZ. I don't think there is a show recently that it would experiment with. Like, Anilist recommendations, again, recognize Other Side Picnic. They recommend Madoka Magica, I wonder why. They do recommend Promised Neverland, but I don't think that's really a fair comparison. There's not really any other shows from recent memory, at least, that I can really attribute to this. It is very unique in that sense. And it's going to be one hell of a journey, and I can't wait to be over-invested into these characters, and then the twist is going to come, and I'm just going to be like, oh no, you didn't, and be really mad at the characters. I do not trust Aka and Uraka, though. Absolutely not. I wonder about these. I wonder about these characters that we're meeting and helping along the way. I genuinely wonder about them because, sure, we're saving them, but I don't know, something just doesn't quite sit right with saving them as these eggs. Like, why are they in the eggs? Is this just their own regrets, and we're solving their like? It almost feels like, okay, instead of having ghosts that linger and haunt until their past regrets have been satisfied and they can move on to the afterlife and live in and rest in peace. I almost said live in peace. They're not living and rest in peace. Like, that's typical. I'm thinking almost like they become an egg. Like these, I'm thinking that people like Kurumi and Minami are already dead, possibly suicide, possibly other circumstances. But I'm thinking they're already dead, and their soul and conscience are technically in this egg, and Uranaka are offsetting those to people to help solve their past regrets and give them a means to move on. That's partially how I'm seeing these eggs, almost. I don't know if I'm just pulling stuff out of my ass with that, but it's honestly an interpretation that I can kind of see happening. Because I don't think Minami and Kurumi, I don't think they're alive anymore. I do think of them as maybe just past souls that are lingering regrets that we solve and allow them to rest in peace in the afterlife. That's honestly what it kind of feels like to me. We'll see if I'm hilariously off base with that assumption or not, but I'm going to keep that in my mind because I feel like there might be more clues to that in the future. But I'm very invested in this premise, and I'm very much looking forward to the future of this show. So thank you everyone for watching. I hope you enjoyed that one as much as I did. Leave a like if you did, as well as your comments, what you thought of the episode. They both help grow the channel for engagement, much more important than just overall viewership. Don't forget to hit subscribe as well to see next week's episode, as well as the rest of the Winter 2021 lineup you can find on my channel. This has been a cracking season, and it's only going to get better. Don't forget to check out my Patreon to see the picture-in-picture versions of all of my reactions, as well as come and join the Discord to chat about this show and others like it. So, thank you for watching. Until next time, see you guys later.